Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the New Mexico State Aggies. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. On the ground with the counter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
To the air, it's Pavia. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, taking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lots of running room. Picks up the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
That was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking for room. It's Stanley. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Back to pass, it's Cutler. Got his man. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 11.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
with a first down. They'll snap it from the 32. To throw, it's Pavia. He'll take a deep shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Firing toward the end zone. That pass is incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Cutler. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Stanley. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the back.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's Johnson. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Vandy. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. He's got him. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Spence. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Spence. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Get set.
Off the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Makes a connection. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red.
Touchdown Doors! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gonna run it. It's Callaway. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
To the air, it's Cutler. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Might be changing the route. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Blasted as he lets it go. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Pavia. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here comes the option. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play picking up the first.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break, and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the momentum you need to get back in the football game. It takes a little bit of luck. Got a good break there.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Leaves it with the back. absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on... Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Commodores! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
24, New Mexico State, 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt.
Number 81, odds to punt it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for Gomez. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking to pass. Rushes on him. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game.
Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the pummeling has started.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up by 28 over the Rebels. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With jet sweep pass. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Cutler. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back, making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards, now setting up a fourth and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
Offense facing fourth down. Number 81 on to kick it away. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Vanderbilt 31, New Mexico State 7.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead.
A shot toward the end zone. Trying to bull his way in.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Scanning the field, it's Pavia. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
Vandy, 37. New Mexico State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got it in the middle. It's Harris.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling.
Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Callaway. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. New Mexico State will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now on first down from the 43. Now the play fake. Going for it all. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's the handoff. And there is no gain on the run, and there is no win for this team as it is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.